Hi everyone! Today we are going to talk about some genetic and epigenetic factors that are involved in the hand preference. Handedness or hand preference is a tendency to be more skilled and comfortable using one hand instead of the other for tasks such as writing or throwing a ball. Although the percentage varies by culture, in Western countries 85 to 90% of people are right-handed and 10 to 15% of people are left-handed. Mixed-handedness and ambidextrousness are uncommon.
Evidence has been found of a genetic component to the handedness of a child, but it does not appear to follow a dominant and recessive genetic pattern, making its prediction very tricky. It was initially thought that handedness was controlled by a single gene, although recent studies have showed that there are multiple genes, up to 40, which contribute to this trait. Each of these genes have a weak effect by themselves, but together they play a significant role in determining the handedness. And now we are going to treat and talk about some genetic hypotheses.
The right-shift theory. It posits a hypothetical RS plus gene that develops the motor cortex and speech processing systems of the left side of the brain, leading to a preference for the right side of the body. The other form of the gene, RS minus, which is carried by left-handers, does not cause a left shift, but is right indifferent to the direction of both language and motor dominance. The majority of people inherit at least one right-shift gene, whose action leads to some degree of right-handedness. Those who receive RS minus combination of genes could go either way or even both way, provoking ambidextrity.
McManus theory. Several genes have been related to handedness. McManus estimated the number of genetic loci involved in handedness to be at least 30 to 40 and possibly much larger. Hand preference is assessed with a lateralization quotient, which is calculated using a formula, with R indicating the number of activities for which the right hand is preferentially used, and L indicating the number of activities for which the left hand is preferentially used.
Epigenetics could be the explanation for the preference of one hand or another. However, societal and environmental pressures can dominate over any genetic or biological tendencies, and in fact, handedness is a behavior, and like other behavior can be taught and learned. Researchers believe the cause of left or right preference is linked to the epigenetic marks in the spinal cord and not in the brain. During the 8th to 12th week of pregnancy, they found significant right-left differences in the parts of the spinal cord linked to the movements of the legs and arms.
To conclude this exposition, what we can say is that both genetic and epigenetic factors are involved in handedness, but for the time being, there is not a theory strong enough to explain this phenotype.